What's up, y'all? We're here for another amazing video that's going to tie into our framework. We're going to go over phase 2, and it's going to be a fun day. But I was just looking at my shirt. This shirt is impact over everything. I truly believe that. Live it day in and day out. Now, this is Nutrition Coaching Institute, NCI, with Jason Phillips. If you guys know him at all, he is a bigwig. He actually was just able to sell his company. Absolutely amazing. I saw him live in person with Alex Hermosi, also Dana Lynn Bailey, if you guys know who those are, Rob Bailey, just naming a few. But that's where our education kind of comes from. It stems from being a Legionnaire at First Form, like 10 freaking years ago that started. And then I've been a certificate collector, if you will. We have 11, the JBF family has 11 with NCI to this date that range from, mindset, women's health, men's health, hormones, menopause, you name it. I've probably done some sort of course on it. Not calling myself an expert in every category, but the more I learn, right? I'm the type of person that's like, you got to forever learn, because if you don't forever learn, because information is always adapting, right? There's always a new study. There's always a new finding. If you're not learning, you're not only doing a disservice to yourself, but you're doing a disservice to your clients. So we go through First Form, NCI, NASM, ISA, as well as some functional doctors, which you actually, if you were inside the JBF app, you will find the functional doctors that we team up with in your content folder, because they have helped us out with some great videos. Now, back to this. Phase 2. Metabolic priming. Let's conquer this phase. Now, just a reminder, phase 1 is going to take anywhere from 3 to 8 months. In phase 2, we need to shift your mindset. Okay, phase 1, your mindset was a caloric range. Remember, okay, so if you had 1,600 calories, your range is like 1,400 to 1,800. We need to shift that mindset from take away and cut loose to get strong, shape, and tone. Remember, okay, you got to ask yourself, look in the mirror, naked body. Do I want to add shape, or do I want to take away, right? Do I want more shape? Do I want to build my butt? Do I want to tone, which is muscle, by the way? What do I want to do with my body? Okay, ask yourself that. The number one thing to do moving to phase 2 is to think consistency with protein intake and strength training. Of course, steps 2 is in there. Steps 2, your NEAT energy. If you guys remember, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, that's super important, especially as we're adding calories in, because that's exactly what we're doing in phase 2. We're adding calories in. We're staircasing your nutrients so your body knows what to do with it. So we also need to realize that there's a big difference from eating a shit ton of processed food. You're still going to feel hungry because your body can get rid of it faster, because that's literally what your body's doing. Your body's like, get this shit out of here. Literally goes in your poop chute. At least we're hoping most of it, right? We don't want that shit to stick around. No pun intended. You're still going to feel hungry because it's not nutrient dense. Like if you eat fucking Burger King, that's very high in calories, but you're like, oh my gosh, I'm still hungry. That's going to happen with food like that. But if you eat chicken breasts, your body is going to have more to work with. So your body's going to take a longer time digesting it. It's going to use more energy. So that's where that comes from. So you should know the difference, but you can do both. Now, from phase 1, we have cultivated values. Okay. And if you've lost a significant amount of inches and your consistency is rock solid, it's who you are at this point. Be honest with yourself. If you do, you're going to get amazing results. Now let's move into phase 2. Phase 2 should be at least 8 to 12 months. 8 to 12 months. I know that's not what you guys want to freaking hear, but I'm here to teach. I'm here to be real with you, and I'm here to tell you how long it's going to take for you to get optimal lifetime results. Now, sometimes someone comes to me, okay, and there are situations where my client hires me for, let's say, a wedding, and that timeline doesn't work best for the best day of her life. Well, myself and my team would educate that person before committing to a shorter phase 2 journey and make sure that her body is going to still respond the way we want to, because that's the point, right? We have to be able to guarantee results with your inputs and outputs. Now, in phase 2, instead of a caloric range like we did in phase 1, we want to ensure we're hitting right around calories, okay? So if you're at 1,600 calories, we want to hit right around 1,600 calories. We don't want to hit less. We do not want to hit less in this phase because this phase is strictly for building healthy, I was going to say sexy too, but building healthy muscle tissue. Or so if we eat lower, our bodies will not have excess to work with in the building muscle phase. Your body does not care about how big your muscles are, okay? Or how fat your ass is. Your body cares about survival and recovery in that order. Then the excess, and when I say excess, I mean excess calories and nutrients that you have at the end of the day, will go to building muscle tissue. And that depends on your inputs and your outputs. See, I'm connecting the dots in each video. So if your inputs are nutrient dense, right, what your body needs, craves, more like the chicken breast and the Burger King, then your outputs, right, are in line with breaking tissue down in the pre-phases to rebuild. Breaking tissue down means what? Resistance training. We're taking the elevator, not the stairs. You have excess at the end of the day. So say hello to muscle tissue. If you have been consistent with protein, when it's time to change your calories with an increase, do it with protein. Don't be scared. Do it with protein. I've helped my girls. I mean, I've had my girls, right, eating around 180 to 200 grams of protein. It will only help you. You cannot eat too much protein. You can't eat too much protein. In any study there has ever been, there is no ceiling of protein. It will only do good for you. The only people who you should worry about protein consumption are those with pre-existing kidney disease. Is that you? No? Okay, then let's eat the fuck out of some protein. Let's do it. Let's do it. The only things that's going to happen, one, building muscle tissue, building other tissues, repairing tissues and organs inside your body. Your hair grows more, your skin clears up. Protein is amazing. Protein is amazing. Now, when you go to increase your calories, right, do it with protein. If you are maxed with protein, if you're like, Jenna, I can't eat another chicken breast, I'm going to throw up, okay? If you're maxed out with protein, do it with carbs and fats. Still, your carbs and fats don't matter here, okay? They're energy. But I will say that carbs will be huge to help you recover and get stronger faster in this phase. So if you have a bigger emphasis on carbs in phase 2, let's do it. Phase 1, we were heavily focused on healthy fats. Phase 2, we were switching that focus to maybe more carbs to help your body get to that muscle tissue we're looking for. I would not go below, 30% of fats if you're doing your fats, carbs, and protein ratio correctly. I would not go below 30%. But if you're lower, don't sweat it and don't make it a habit. If you're getting stronger in the gym, like if you're going from, I'm using me as an example, if you're going for 200 calories or 200 pounds squatting, and then the next week you're at 205, and the next week, you keep going up, don't change your calories. Don't change your calories. If you keep getting stronger, be patient here. Don't rush the process. Only increase when you have been consistent. But be honest here. If you raise too fast, you may gain excess body fat. And that will really fuck with your mindset. And then you may give up because you think you're getting fat. But please remember the end goal here. Please remember the end goal, which is long-term forever fit. A lifetime of your sexiest health and body. A lifetime. We don't want your body to just be sexy for like 60 days. We want your body to be sexy and be, I was going to say, I don't know the right word here, but like immortal. Like, I just want you to know exactly how to stay here forever, because there's nothing better than, really being comfortable and confident in who you are on a daily basis. It seeps through all aspects of your life. It goes into your decisions. It's amazing. But it's already mentally hard for women being in phase 2 because your clothes are fitting a little bit different in some places, right? And you're like, holy crap, the scale. I'm not even gonna talk about the scale in this phase. Don't even talk to me about the scale. Don't throw that thing. Like, if you looked in the mirror and you were at your fucking body goals, like whatever your body goals are, if you're there and you're looking in the mirror, you don't care what that scale says. You don't care how heavy you don't care. You just care that you made it. So why do we care now? Just throw that thing away. We're looking at your inches being lost in your waist, muscle being built. In-body scans would be huge here and help your mindset. If you don't know what an in-body scan is, drop me a note in the comments here. Now, You probably will gain a pound or two of body fat. That's just the name of the game. But if you gain enough muscle tissue, you won't even notice it in proportion. Just educate yourself here. Educate yourself in every phase. And know you need to build to get that toned look. Toned look is muscle, just a reminder. And the internal health you're after. A term that is being thrown around a lot actually on this is lean bulk. Okay, lean bulk. There's that word again. Don't be scared. I know bulk scares the shit out of people, but again, you have to eat like a linebacker to get bulk. Trust me, I'm trying to build so much muscle right now. You would have to eat so freaking much. And to be honest, being bulky is fat sitting on top of a lot of muscle. So we're not going there, but stay with me, ladies. Stay with me. So what you do in this phase will benefit you for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. Skeletal muscle is so precious, okay? Because the loss of skeletal muscle is the leading cause of death in elderly people, okay? This will also help for anything that comes your way. Diseases, cancers, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. I mean, playing with your grandkids, right? Having enough energy. Resistance training 3 times a week is minimum here. 3 times a week, resistance training, minimum. If you are a client of mine, you already know this, but my schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm in the gym. Tuesday, Thursday, today's Tuesday, wash your hair day. And just like, recover. And that is so helpful for my mindset rather than trying to be in the gym every single day and then only making it 3 times a week. That's exhausting. Listening to your alarm and hitting snooze is mind fucking exhausting, not the path. It's just going to add to your cortisol, and we don't want that. Okay, we want to fix your hormones. We don't want to increase your hormones. Fix, balance, fucking all those buzzwords. Now, remember the skyscraper analogy with your 3 times a week weight training. We want to make sure that we're taking the elevator. Okay, so 3 times a week, you need to be resistance training. But you can also add in Pilates if you want to. I love a good Pilates session on a Saturday. I love that shit. Hook me up to a bed, please. Right? I love that. You're also, I'm making fun of it, but you're also using muscle fibers that you haven't felt in a long time. Like if you've been to Pilates, you know that shit is hard at times. You do, right? Or cycling or whatever the case may be that you want to try. But we want to be able to guarantee your progress. And how we guarantee your progress is your implementation of weightlifting. So you need to lift to failure. You need to challenge yourself. You need to push yourself. If you are just doing Pilates or group classes and not doing the resistance training as well, you're not creating trauma microtears in your muscle to rebuild. And we are definitely going to gain fat in phase 2 if you're not creating those microtrauma tears. We need it challenging enough to elicit muscle development. If you are here to get impactful body composition results, which you are because you're watching this, you need to be lifting weights. You can do both. I love a good Pilates session on Saturday again, but it has to work in conjunction with your weightlifting because it has to be quantifiable. So you need to be able to guarantee your results with what you are being taught. Last week, I quantifiably squatted 200 pounds. This week, I hit 205. Quantifiably, I am getting stronger. It is happening. So focus on compound lifts first when you are fresh. So I would do it in the beginning of your gym session. Compound lifts are squats, deadlifts, rows, split squats. I mean, bench, front squats, shoulder press, right? Really presses, squats, rows, deadlifts. Think of it like that. Presses, squats, rows, deadlifts. I gotta stop trying to rap on these, but I just want you guys to remember things. What was the phase 1? It was protein cows, walking, get strong. Protein cows, walking, get strong. Okay, so focus on compound lifts. Then anything else you will do as a bonus. So focus on your compound lifts first when you're in the gym, then anything else you use as a bonus. Think of it that way. You don't have to be there long. I mean, I'm there 30 to 45 minutes, right? And I'm doing an 8-minute cardio session at the end of my lifts right now, which I really enjoy cardio, especially in the phase of fitness I'm in, phase of life I'm in, season of life, if you will. If you want to know my cardio, drop me a comment or send me a note. Now, you don't have to be there long, 30 to 45 minutes in the gym. Think of it like a sunburn. Okay, I actually came up with this analogy and I feel really good about it. Think about it as a sunburn. You get tan, but not burnt. Okay, you're in the sun long enough to get tan, but not burnt. You feel good, you feel hot, you feel sexy, right? When you get back in the sun, your body has adapted. So it's just going to add to the tan. and you're going to get better and better, right? Better and better looking, but also a better and better tan. That's what you should think about in the gym. Just be there long enough to get a tan, and then you're going to be able to put layers on that tan. Let me know if that was a good analogy. You have to push yourself in that time. If your workout didn't feel challenging, lift heavier or increase reps. That's the way you could do it. You could either go from 8 reps to 12 reps with the same weight, or you can add weight. I always add those 2.5 pounds if I'm on barbell, or like maybe I'll go from an 8-pound weight to a 10-pound to a 15, but like whatever the case may be, just try it. But make sure your form does not take a hit, because form is super important. I also don't want you guys getting injured or anything like that in the gym, because I mean, it's not fun being injured and sitting on the sidelines. So doesn't mean you have to get under a 200-pound barbell day one. Hard is relative. Everyone's in different stages of their life. Do what's hard for you, what feels like pushing it for you. Beyond looking in the mirror, beyond looking good in that dress, beyond looking good in that bikini, we are building values, okay? It's fixing the years of bad food relationships. It is fixing the years of bad, health advice. Shit, I was doing the cabbage soup diet. Guys, can you imagine me eating cabbage soup? My clients are probably cracking the fuck up right now. There's not a hot sauce in the world for that. There's just not. God bless my mom. God bless my mom. But boundaries with people, okay? I'm going to talk about boundaries for a second, because the more you do this, the more you move phases, the more your body changes. People, those around you, one, they're going to notice, but two, they're going to have something to say. It will always shake up your environment. Always, always. Know that it's coming. Anticipate that. Be stronger, so that way you're ready when those sensitive people around you have something to say about you increasing your power. That is what you're doing. You're increasing your mindset, you're increasing your health, you're increasing your appearance, you're becoming a more powerful human. That is what you're doing when you become healthy. You are becoming more powerful. You are demanding respect when you walk into a room. You are able to make quicker decisions because your mind is clear. Your anxiety, your stress, your depression is going down. You have more confidence. You're able to be more patient with your kids. It's fucking power that you're stepping into. So step into it, hold it. Spoken values and lived values need to match. Like, you can say that you have values and you can live those values. They need to match up. You need to be that new person for all of this to work. It is your new reality. Soak it in, take it in. This is who you are now. Whoever you want to be, that higher person, that higher her, show up now. In phase 2, you should significantly have a higher calorie count than phase 1. Okay, we're staircasing. So think about it like, if you're being consistent, you should raise 50 calories every week. So that's like 100, maybe 150 every bi-week. Okay, so every other week. Think about it. If you are still at the same cows as you were in phase 1 because you were scared of gaining fat, you did not fucking do phase 2. Don't even ask me about phase 3. Don't. If you're still not eating enough, don't. I will educate you. I will help you, but you have to do the work, and you do the work through data. Data collecting is the only way to get there. So phase 2, recap. We are getting stronger and adjusting calories as needed when we are not. Okay, so think about it this way. When you're at the gym and you hit a plateau, hitting a plateau in the gym means, like, if I'm repping, or I hit 205. Okay, I hit 205 is my PR, my personal record in the gym for squatting. And then the next week I hit 205 again. And the next week I hit 205 again. The next week I hit 205 again, because I'm failing at 210. So 205 has just been my thing for 4 weeks. If you have hit a plateau in the gym, increase your calories. That's the only reason you should increase your calories. If you're still getting stronger, okay, I hit 205, then I hit 210, then I hit 215, or I hit 205, then 210, right? Remember, a plateau is just not week by week. Look at it as a 2-3 week span, okay? You only increase when you hit that plateau. If you're still getting stronger, your body's doing something with that excess. If you increase too fast, you will gain fat. If you increase too fast, you will gain fat, okay? So you need to perform more in strength. So we're getting stronger and adjusting calories when you need to perform more in strength. If you stop being able to lift more in the gym, you need to add more protein and carbs. Keep fats around 30%. This is a very slow, I call it staircasing reverse diet. That is phase 2. That is metabolic priming. That is going to get your BMR higher. And that is going to make phase 3 a hell of a lot easier. And phase 3, that's in season, baby. That's in season. I'm really excited to chat with you all about it. If you have any questions for me, definitely let me know. Let your coaches know. We're here to help you out. We'll let you know what phase you're in. We'll let you know where we're going. Definitely keep us informed of any events going on too, because we want to help you out. I'm excited you guys are here. I'm happy you guys are learning. Let's get after it together. This framework and these foundations are going to work for you for life. For life. Watch these videos as many times as you need to take hold. I'll see you guys in the next one.